Hello, viewers. The much awaited day is here. Welcome to another educational package, Stay Fit and Well Talk Show, brought to you by Labor and Business Television, where we bring everything in one platform just for you. My name is Shirley Murphy, your host, and in this package of the program, I want to let you know that I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have super brilliant ladies that will be joining me shortly as co-hosts. Now, you know that popular saying that says, two more than one good heads are better than one. More than two good heads are better than one. So, but now we have more than two heads that are going to make this show fantastic. Going to make this show the best show ever that you've ever watched. So, on this show, we are out to make your healthy living our priority, where you get to learn everything that you need to know about you, your personal health. You agree with me that around the world, people struggle with their health. And of course, it's not just struggle alone. They just try to manage, try to adapt, push themselves to live a healthy lifestyle. We want to help you. We want to help you stop the struggle. So on Stay Fit and Well Talk Show, we'll go beyond and above to help you, bringing forward experts as guests who will show you how you can improve your lifestyle and live a balanced life, bringing everything healthy, organic, natural for a perfect, healthy, and fit life for you. So we promise to make sure that this show will be very inspiring, entertaining, informative, and of course, educative. That's what we do on this platform. So all that you ever need to become a very healthy you is what we'll be bringing to you. But don't forget, I wanted to remind you to get your notepad and pen so you'll be able to take notes, because it's going to be a whole lot that you can't throw away. So make sure you also subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is already in the chat, in the comment section rather, and join us on the show every Thursday, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also like our Facebook page. And you're going to join me now before I move ahead to welcome with me these wonderful ladies that have step out to bring to you all that they have learned in the health arena so that you will become a healthy you. Welcome with me. Look at them. Look at them. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello, good people.
I just did an unveiling of these ladies. Welcome with me, Cheryl D. Mims. Cheryl is over there with the lady with the red.
Thank you, Dr. Shirley.
All right. Thank you. So you get to know more about Cheryl. Cheryl is a registered nurse and a passionate caregiver. And also I have with me in the studio that will be running this with me every Thursday. Woo-hoo! The lady down here, Jennifer McNeil. Hello, Jennifer.
Good morning. I am so happy and blessed to be here. And like Shirley and Sherelle, the two S's have stated, we're going to give you a jammed up, informative, fun hourly show. We want you to get a cup of water, a cup of coffee, some tea, and sit back and relax and spend the next 60 minutes with us. Thank you, Shirley.
Absolutely. Yes, we want you to have fun while you learn, because that's the best way to learn. You learn with ease. So Jennifer will get to tell you a bit more about who she is. She is a fitness leader. You can see her. I don't want to spill that out now, but she will tell you more about herself very soon. So this is how we're going to do it. How many of you are ready to partner with us in this program, in this show? I want you to put in the comments, partner. Put partner in the comment if you're ready to partner with us. So how are you going to partner with us? This is how you're going to do it. We have the platform. We bring the platform. And we also bring guests And what do you do as we bring
Mm-hmm.
guests? You help support us to share the message. You know that message that says, let's go out and preach the gospel to every creation? Yes, that is what we want
Mm-hmm.
you to do. Help us preach the gospel. Help us share the message out to the world, because a lot of people out there need to hear this message that we're
That's
out
right.
to share. That will help your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your family member to live a very healthy life. So make sure you share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. All of you that are here already, help us share this broadcast. That is the way we want you, to partner with us. And
That's right.
the most shares that we get from each of you, we're going to call you out and appreciate you. So let's do this together. Thank you so very much. So, okay, as we move ahead, we just have to, you know, stay fit. And I have
That's right.
a fitness leader in the house. I have a wellness expert in the house. And of course, the guests that are coming in, oh, wow.
Yes.
In fact, you can't wait, to learn about our guest. So, but before we do that, I want Jennifer and Cheryl to tell you a bit about themselves before we move ahead. All right, Cheryl, over to you.
All right, here we go. Listen, thank you so much, Dr. Shirley, my co-host Jennifer. Thank you all so much for having me today. As she said, I am Sherelle D. Mims. I am the Global Caregivers Network founder and the CEO of Global Caregiver Speakers. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that later, but that's just a brief introduction to let you know that the Global Caregiver Speakers, that platform is exclusively for caregivers. Listen, our voice matter as a caregiver. Let your voice be heard. Come speak on the Global Caregiver Speakers platform. We have a wonderful, epic event that's coming forth April 8th, 2023. I want you to be there. Get your pen. Listen, get your pen, get your paper, get ready to take notes, because this is going to be a wonderful, epic experience today. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley and Jen. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks.
baby girl. All right, Jennifer.
Over
So
to
it's
you,
my
Jen.
time. Well, family, I could sit here and just give you a general idea about who I am. But times change, we evolve. And because I am now a retiree, I'm not going to give you all those credentials from years
Mhm.
ago. I'm going to talk about what I've done since I've retired because I've adopted the mantra disrupt aging. So I retired, guys, at 63. And since that time, I've authored two
Girl.
books, co authored an Amazon bestseller, The Empowered Me Anthology, featured by our very own host, Minister Shirley Murphy. I've launched Get Fit with Jen, an aerobic walk program, which is an infusion of military and Zumba. And from a prompt from one of our guests today, I've recently earned my Zumba certification. So, yeah, I'm retired, but I am disrupting aging, and that's my purpose. I'm also a professional speaker. My platform is all about decision making because decision making is a powerful tool. I am Jennifer McNeil, and I just got to say it, I am also a Toastmaster. Back to you, Dr. Murphy.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now you have a background as to who our co-hosts are, and you know that they have so much, to offer on this platform. So I am so blessed to have you ladies on the show with me. All right, we're bringing up our guests to the stage right now, and I want Jennifer, of course. Yes, Jennifer, take it away.
Yes, family, we have two phenomenal guests today. We have Miss Phyllis Weaver, and she is an entrepreneur, mother of two, which she says are miracle sons. She graduated from the University of Virginia with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, earned a Master of Arts in Biology from Hampton University, and then attended the Medical College Virginia School of Pharmacy. and in 1988 became a registered pharmacist. After 30 years of pharmacy service, Phyllis earned her certification in Mastery Transformational Health and Life Coaching, leading to Discover Ultimate Health LLC. I am really interested to hear her interview today. Our second guest
Woohoo!
is a friend that I met clearly on social media. We have a connection. Her name is Lisa Griffin. And because, guys, I failed to indicate that I am retired military, Lisa is as well and blew me away of the connection. Lisa is a 60-year-old mother, grandmother, retired Marine, health coach, certified Zumba instructor, and line dance instructor. And like I indicated earlier, when I shared with her that I was interested in Zumba to expand my own business, she was like, "Girlfriend, do it. Talk about encouragement, do it. Health is our greatest wealth." That's her mantra, and it coincides with mine, disrupt aging. She says she chooses to lead with her own health, inspiring and inspiring others. My friend, Lisa Griffin.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lisa, can
Okay.
you hear us?
Lisa, can you hear us?
Okay. Since
Okay.
Lisa's, she's saying something.
There she is. I see her. Hey,
All
Lisa.
right.
Well, she
Okay.
was there.
All right. I know Lisa may be having connectivity issues. She will come back in. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so very much, ladies, and welcome, Phyllis Weaver. Thank you so very much for joining us. We are so blessed to have you join us on the show. Okay. So this takes us while we wait for Lisa to come
Lisa.
back in. This takes us to our next segment of the show. All right, health news for you. As you can see, we have everything packed up for you. All right, so Cheryl, take it away. Okay, we have Lisa coming back in. Lisa?
Okay, so thank you so much. This is the health news for you. My name, like I said, is Sherelle D. Mims. I'm coming to bring you the trending news and stay fit and well. This is so wonderful. So, guess what? Women and heart disease.
Mhm.
That's my health news for today. Did you know women across the board are affected by heart disease? Why? We're doing so much. We're overstressed. We're taking care of everything in the home. And a lot of us have been diagnosed with heart disease. Where's this coming from? There's so much going on in the world, right? So I'm gonna give you some facts here, about 4 to 5 facts related to women and heart disease. Number one, more than 38% of the US women over the age of 20 is obese. The age of 20, they're overweight. We're eating too much. They are obese, and it's continuously climbing up. Number two fact, 2/3 of the American women have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Now you wonder how all of this relate. It does all relate from the heart. Number three, the leading cause of death for women in the United States is heart disease. And then number four, let's just talk about number four and how women are being cause because of the leading cause of death of heart disease. It can be related to diabetes, and this is what Phyllis Weaver is going to connect the heart disease and diabetes in women, but not just women, across the board. All of these core morbidities, if you will, physical ailments in the body, is related to the heart. The heart is the pumping system. The heart is everything. If your heart is not working, If it has some kind of issues with your heart, it's going to affect the whole body. So that's your news for today. Stay tuned. We're going to come back. I got a fun fact for you. I need you to come back to me and share with me what I told you. Okay? And that's your news for today related to women and heart disease. Thank you so much. Take it away, Shirley. Dr. Shirley. Hello, Jennifer. Take it away, Jennifer.
All right. We would normally have a commercial at this time, but it seems like we have some connectivity issues, which happens. It's just one of those natures of the beast things. But we're going to drive on. This is our inaugural show, and we're talking about health as it relates to the quality of life for individuals. We have an individual on our show, if the connection works well, that's going to talk about how water aerobics takes a lot of pressure and stress off you when you exercise. And I can't wait to have the conversation with her as well. However, at this point, we do have Phyllis. And since Sherelle has kind of told us that there was a connection between diabetes and heart health, I think we will drive on into that. And before we do that, Phyllis, we just have a question for you. Can you please tell us more about yourself?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. But that's all good. I heard you talking about you guys being certified Zumba instructors. I'm the one as well. Yeah, I've got my certification. Believe it was 2020, the summer of 2020. I was trying to figure out, I had just launched the business, and of course, COVID came and just destroyed all of my plans. And so I decided, well, let me try doing something different to add to it, since I can't go on all of those live speaking engagements that I had. And so that's when I learned the Zumba. Yes. And I'm still working on that one. But yeah, I've actually started my journey as a health coach because of some health issues that I had of my own. And first of all, I had like a fear. I had gained over 70 pounds of stress weight. You were talking about all the stress that women are under and how we're trying to do too much. We're holding so many different roles. And so that's what happened to me. I was just overdoing it. And I gained all this stress weight. And I was one day carrying laundry up the steps, and I just started having trouble breathing. And I had never had that before, because all my life had been pretty in good physical fitness. And I could just run up and down steps. But this time I was just carrying some laundry, and I got to where you get halfway up and you just got to take a break. That's where I was. And I was like, and I'm like, what in the world? And that's when I just decided, okay, I am not going to have a heart attack like my father and, have all of these other statistics. I was not going to be one of those. And so I just decided I was going to make a difference and make some changes in my life, period. So I did a whole 180. And one thing that I did learn was, when you're going on 4 hours of sleep every day and you're just trying to keep it going, and then I was working third shift on top of that, it's just not good. And so I ended up also developing autoimmune issues and inflammatory diseases, and so I decided I wasn't going to let all of those things take me out, and I changed my life and started the business.
Shirley, we were asking Phyllis to share a little bit more about herself, and we learned that she is also a Zumba certified instructor. That kind of resonated with me as I'm just newly certified
Wow.
myself. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in her
Mhm.
response, she's also
So,
indicated what inspired her to go into her business. So, she went ahead and kind of elaborated a little bit more on that for us as well. So can you give us an idea about your
okay.
support system? Did you have one during this phase of your life?
During this, I actually had my sons, actually one of them, my youngest son, the most, because he was at the time a football player, high school football player and wrestler. And so he was there with me when I was doing all of my exercises, and he would look at me and say, "Mom, that we do that at football practice." And and so by me having to cook, better for the kids and everything, and I wasn't doing all that fast food, because before I was like leaving work because I was too tired to cook, and I would just stop and get some fast food and eat it on the way home and then go to bed, and that's not good. And so
No.
I did have that support system. I had my children to
Mhm.
support me.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. It appears that our other guests, well, every time I get ready to think she's not going to come on, get ready to see her. So maybe, but at this point, I will go ahead and give control or turn the mic over to our host, Shirley. And I think it's time for a commercial break, maybe.
All right. Thank you so very much, ladies. You know, connection issues here in the. Okay, so
Are you looking for a way to improve your lifestyle and find balance in your life? If so, then you need to check out the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show. This educational package will help you learn how to live a healthy lifestyle and make the most of your life. We cover a wide range of topics on the show, including fitness, nutrition, mental health, and more. You can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday at 6 p.m. WAT, 12 p.m. EST. So if you're looking for a way to improve your life and get healthy, be sure to tune in to the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show.
all right, welcome back to the show. So far, we have Phyllis Weaver on the show, and she has shared with us about her background and also what inspired her to go into that line of profession. She also shared with us her support system. She had her children with her. What a wonderful support. You are blessed, to have had your children who are grown ups to be able to, step in and be ready to support you, in the face of your life that you were going through. All right, so now I'll ask you the next question. I like Lisa is still having issue connecting in, so drop Lisa here and wait to see as she comes back in. Okay, so Phyllis, the heart health, because that's what we are talking about today. We're talking about the heart health. Of course, this is the heart health month where we talk about our heart, and begin to look into some of the things that we could do to help improve our heart
Yes.
health. So, how important is it is that we care for our hearts? I know this is a question some people are like, the heart is just there. It's not like the eye where you can, try to not allow anything to enter into your eye and all of that. So the heart, we don't see it. So why is it important that we care, for our heart, Phyllis? Let me, leave it there with you.
Okay, well, our heart is our most vital organ that we have, because if we didn't have the heart, we wouldn't have the oxygen that we need for our brain. Our heart is important to circulate all of our blood to all of our other organs, to our extremities. It has the blood that sends all of our oxygen and nutrients and everything that we need. And it's a way also to get rid of our unwanted carbon monoxide. So we really need that heart because it is the main controlling life force. It's the main muscle in our body, that helps circulate all of the blood that we need so that we can live.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's important for us to, take care of our heart. So that's the main thing about,
Absolutely.
what's important about our heart.
All right, all right. So it's very important for us to take care of our hearts, like Phyllis had said, because it's the main organ that circulates blood, the blood vessels, and also help every other organs in our body to stay healthy. Without the heart, I don't think anybody can live. We can survive, when the heart stops breathing, stop pumping. I think that's the end of life when the heart is. All right. So
Mhm.
it's very, very important, that we take care of our heart. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for letting us know. That, this is a very interesting question, because I know some people may be wondering, the heart is just there. Why are you taking care of the heart? All right. So now, Phyllis, I want you to also look at share with us, what hazards do you think we often ignorantly expose our hearts to? Like you shared, that the heart is a vital organ in our body that helps every other body system, every other organs in our body to function properly. There may be
Well,
some, health hazards that we expose our hearts to, you know, ignorantly. What do you think are some of those hazards that we ignorantly expose our hearts to,
I
Phyllis?
know one biggie is smoking, cigarette smoke, or sometimes um, we're just there, passive smoking, all of that. That's one thing that we don't even think about, how secondhand smoke exposure, even if you're not a smoker, can affect you. And then some of the aerosols that we spray around, pesticides and things like that, that can all affect your heart and you don't even think about it. And then, of course, now more people think about your diet, but an unhealthy diet is one thing. You don't think about when you are. I do my best not to go to fast food, but a lot of times now, and in the last 10 years they've been supersizing everything. So when you go to the fast foods and you supersize your fries and supersize your burgers, and now they have like triple burgers, and when you think about all of that fat and all of those just all of the things that's in those burgers, that some of it you don't even know what it is, because some of it isn't even real meat, and
Yeah.
you're putting all kinds of carcinogens in your body and you don't even know that you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So, whenever you are, doing things like that, you're not getting the exercise that you need or the right sleep. And you don't even think about how sleep might not be affecting my heart. But sleep is like the most important thing for your heart. Because without having the sleep, it doesn't give your heart time to rest and
Mm-hmm.
rejuvenate, revitalize. You need that rest. So those are some things that you don't even think about.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything to add to
Mhm.
it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Listen to
Yes.
I do.
I was gonna.
You
I'm
do.
coming. I'm coming to that. Yes. No. I never knew that sleep could affect our hearts in any way. Sleep is just for me. Sleep is just for you to rest and clear your head and feel strong again to move on. So I never knew that sleep would also our heart. Lack of sleep actually would also affect our heart. But I want the nurse in the house, Cheryl, to also share, her thoughts on this. Cheryl, what do you think
Oh,
are some of the
sure.
hazards that we ignorantly expose our hearts to, Cheryl?
So what everything around us is we are exposed to so much. I mean, right? The environment, the external stimulation in the environment. We know as the day get longer, that it's
Uh-huh,
more fumes and things that's out in the air. Then
uh-huh,
Phyllis already alluded to pesticides. We're using all these different pesticides on
uh-huh,
our garden and our on our grass. When the springtime come in, we spraying all kind of stuff everywhere. So
uh-huh,
Phyllis already alluded to everything that's pretty much going on in the environment. Then let's talk about in the home. What are all these chemicals that we're using in the home, right?
uh-huh,
You got
uh-huh,
all these different detergents, all these different aerosols, all these different things that's perfuming, if you will. So we
uh-huh.
really have to be careful of things that we're taking into our home. I literally did a clean out and got rid of all of that extra. I'm not gonna call it junk because we needed it at the time. Just go through your home, right? Just go through your home and just look at what's in there. Let's try to use more natural products if you can.
Mhm,
I know it
mhm,
may be hard because we've been so programmed, if you will, to use all these other deterrents and all these
mhm,
detrimental things to our body.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, so that's my opinion on it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Just let me say
All
that.
right. Yeah, I can. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to
Go
say
ahead.
you can't get away from it. That's our world. That's it. But you can do some things that will assist in building the strength of your heart. And there's a simple one, and it is drinking more water. People just don't drink enough water. And I'm very
Man.
sure that our next guest, our diehard Marine here, Lisa, is going to say, absolutely correct, girlfriend. People don't drink enough water. And even though they say we're supposed to drink, what, 7 or 8 gallons a day, something like that, and it's like, that is just too much. And I tried it and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But I do know, and my research and reading have validated that water does so much from your skin to your body circulation, right? And it just makes you just feel better. And drinking water will help you to lose weight. It will help you to remove all those impurities out your body. Am I right, fellas? I'm
Yes,
right, right? Yes,
absolutely.
I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Shirley. I was itching here to talk about the
All
water piece.
right.
And other stuff we can't do anything about,
Yes,
but we
yes, yes.
can.
Okay,
We
so
can
drink.
ingest
Here's
more
water.
water.
Cheers to the
Mhm.
water.
Yes, so you should drink.
Cheers to
How many gallons
water.
of water did you say we should drink in a day, Jennifer? How many
It's a
gallons?
lot.
64
Like
I
five,
said
like
I
10?
said 8 gallons, but I don't think I'm
It's
correct on that.
64 ounces.
Eight?
8 ounce glasses of water per day is optimal.
Mhm. There we go. Thank you, Lisa. I knew you were
Oh,
gonna chime
wow.
in.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's about a gallon. So yep, you can do it.
All
So
right.
if you
I
if
just
you
remember
can
the 8 glasses. That's how I
yeah,
count my day.
yeah, if you can space it
Yeah.
out, like drink a bottle like every 4 hours,
Mhm.
like a 20-ounce bottle every four hours, you'll get it in.
Yeah, that's a
When
lot
you
of
drink
water.
water is important also, I would
Okay.
like to
All
add.
right. So thankfully we have Lisa.
Hmm.
Lisa back with us in the
Yeah.
studio. Thank you so much, very much, Lisa, for joining in. I know you've had a connection, but we are blessed that we were able to connect back. Okay, so Lisa, very quickly before we move ahead, we want to hear from you. A bit about yourself, Lisa, and then what inspired you into your line of profession. So I think we
Oh
can
my
take it there.
goodness.
Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes.
me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Go ahead.
well, my journey to being a Zumba instructor, which truly blesses me, and I like to think blesses so many other, because what's not fun about dancing, all right? And dancing in the water is just so outstanding for you, so many benefits. But my journey started in 2019 when my 68-year-old aunt became a Zumba instructor, and support her I did. And through that process, I learned that you could do Zumba in the water. So as I had already been exercising in the pool for a couple of years at that time, I thought, that might be something I could get into. And fast forward, I got certified as an Aqua Zumba instructor during the pandemic, actually in April, pandemic time. It was 6 months before I taught a class, but it's on now. The benefits of working in the water are just so many, but number one among them is it improves your cardiovascular system due to the viscosity of the water. When you're in the water, you're getting resistance in every direction that you're moving, all right? And the viscosity of the water improves the circulation of your blood and the oxygen production throughout your body. So, and it's exercise, and our heart is a muscle too. So I like to think when we're moving around in the water that we are just improving our overall cardiovascular health differently than you would do on land, actually, because you're getting different range of motion. Another benefit of working in the water is if you have injuries you're working with, if you're senior, if you have ambulatory issues, if you're working to drop some weight to improve your body mass index, the water's great for that because it supports you. You don't have to worry about falling. But let me just add that once you get working in the water, especially if you hit an Aqua Zumba class, the spirit of just working out with amazing people, like it doesn't feel like work to me when I'm up there doing my thing and I'm looking at all these smiling faces.
Yes.
And I see the improvements. I have had people with neuropathy in the pool. I have had people recovering from surgeries in the pool. And now, mind you, in the water, everybody has to be mindful to not do anything that hurts, but the water can do nothing but help if you choose to embrace it and jump in it. Does that answer the question? I got my suit on today.
Yes. Are there any hazards?
Awesome.
Are there any hazards that we need to be aware of?
Hazards
when you talk about water aerobics, are there any precautionary measures?
Well, yes. Good thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Nobody should ever enter into any exercise regime, especially if you have health considerations, without first running it by your medical care provider. Okay. We want to always be mindful as we're seeking to improve our health that we're doing so safely and with guidance from our doctor, especially if we have health considerations such as diabetes, heart disease. We don't have an ideal body mass index. We always need to be consulting with our physician. But once you've done that, then it's up to all of us to find what works best for us. And I encourage people to try a variety of things. All right. You can't just do the same thing all the time. But the American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise or 75 minutes a week of more intense exercise. So that's one of the huge things that we can do to improve our health, to improve the condition of our heart, is just be in motion. Jennifer knows that. Jennifer's always encouraging motion, and we share that passion. But every individual has to make sure that they've consulted with their doctor, especially if you have like neck, knee, back, you're coming off of surgery. Okay. You might be in physical therapy, but don't get in the water unless you're approved by your doctor. All right. And then once you're in the water, as part of my duty as a Zumba instructor, is a pre-exercise brief. Hands in the water, modify if you need to, because if someone's just starting off in a water environment, in an aqua environment, and they haven't done it, it takes a while to build up your movement. But as you're building up, it sure boosts your health.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. We appreciate all your information. And remember, this is an educational and an informative talk show. Okay, so I just want to ask this next question briefly, Phyllis, if you don't mind. Can you share with us what kind of foods can we eat that would improve our heart health? You briefly talked about diet, but can you give us specific foods that will help us along the way?
Yes, absolutely. Of course, I'm a big fruit and vegetable, especially vegetable person. Leafy vegetables, of course, the most, and also the berries because of the high antioxidant properties. And one thing though, with diabetes, I know I'm going to talk about diabetes and heart health. You do have to be concerned about how much sugar you're consuming from the fruit. But the other ones are like your oats and avocado. Did you know that avocado um, can change your heart health by a lot? There was a study that was done over a 30-year period that it had, I think it was over 100,000 people were in the study. And it was a 30-year study, and it showed that 16% of the people are less likely to develop cardiovascular disease, and 21% of the people are less likely to develop coronary artery disease just by having one or more avocados a week compared to people who hardly ever eat avocados. So, a lot of times they'll say, like, it costs more if you add an avocado to your sandwich. If it costs an extra 50 cents or whatever, get that avocado and add it to your sandwich because it's going to make a world of difference. And
Yes.
also fish. Fish is good. And beans. So I know some areas, I don't know, our weather has been so crazy. It'll be like 30 degrees yesterday and today is 80. So, whenever it's cool, if you have like a nice bowl of like beans or some chili, that would be great. And, and nuts. Nuts are really good, especially walnuts. I wish I could eat walnuts, but I'm allergic to them. But walnuts are really good for your heart. And the other is,
Absolutely.
believe it or not, a cup of coffee. There's
Mm.
like conflicted information about whether coffee is good for you. A lot of people say, well, don't drink coffee because it's not healthy, but it's showing that if you have a cup of coffee a day, then it helps to lower your risk of heart disease. So I thought that was an interesting fact because everything that I had been reading before was
Yes.
you got to get rid of all of your
Your
caffeine.
coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but with that being said, Phyllis, thank you so much for that information. But with that being said about the coffee, let's emphasize decaf coffee because we know caffeine, hello, is a stimulant, and we don't want to overwork the heart, right? So let's emphasize decaffeinated coffee to the audience. And I know people love coffee, but coffee is definitely a stimulus. The caffeinated coffee, this is why they came out with decaf, right? So even your doctor would tell you if you want to drink coffee to drink decaffeinated coffee. So Phyllis, thank you so much for sharing that information with
Yeah.
us. We appreciate that. And so
And
just
I
last,
appreciate you bringing up the decaf because it does say if you want to, if coffee isn't your thing, you can try green tea, but you do have to be careful with the green tea because that is also a stimulant.
absolutely.
You
And so
can't you
thank you
can't
so
win
much
for
for
losing,
sharing.
can you? First you tell me it's good for me, then you tell me it's bad for me.
I
Like I
know,
say,
that's why I said it's conflicting information.
it's conflict. It's a challenge. So you know what I do? My thing is 1 cup of coffee a day in the morning.
Or you can do a half a cup maybe.
No, I can't do a half cup for you. 1 cup in the morning, and I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know,
Right,
and
right.
and Sherelle,
See, that's
it is not decaf. I just got to tell you, it is not.
I was just getting ready to say. I was just getting ready to say she's a real coffee drinker. You got some
Yes,
real
I
diehard coffee drinkers. But
Hey,
for
hey,
those, you know what I'm saying?
that's the army in me, Pomeranian.
Do you drink it black?
No,
Jennifer, do you? Okay,
no,
gotta
I
watch
got
it
a little
up.
sugar and a little cream. Hey, look,
There you go. So
disrupt
that
aging though.
listen,
I'm doing my fitness. I'm doing it.
Did you know they make
and so
fat free
that
half and half? That's what I have in my
so that's the
tea. I'm
thing.
not a coffee drinker.
Okay. And so this is so wonderful. I am
Okay,
glad all of us
ladies,
are
thanks
on
so very
together
much.
at this time. And we all want to stay fit and live well, right? So this last question is going to Lisa. Lisa, if you can briefly let us know, how can diabetes affect the heart health related to Zumba, right? Because Phyllis told us a little bit about the diabetes and the health with that. But where does Zumba come in for the diabetes and the heart health? If you can help us with that question, Lisa.
Okay. I'm not the diabetes expert, but I can say that improving your health overall, and I do know that obesity and inflammation does contribute to complicating factors with diabetes. And I actually have, let me count, 5 regular Zumba students that have insulin pumps that are seeing improvements as they're just getting their bodies healthier. I don't know if that answers that question. I am not the diabetes expert, but anytime we're improving our health, and I find that when you're doing things like joining the Zumba class and looking at your weight, striving to get to a healthier weight to impact that your A1C, that every little bit helps. So focus on what we can do to improve. And I can speak specifically to my students because I have five, and not in a healthy BMI range that are routinely in my classes, and they are reporting to me improvements with their diet.
Wonderful. You know
Okay.
what? That is wonderful because we all want to be healthy. We all
Yes,
want to live healthy, and we know what
absolutely.
everything on life and high blood pressure. Now
Whatever
listen,
this,
let's put this in perspective because we're coming to a close. But I would just want to say this: stress is our number one factor right now. With everything
yes,
going on around us, it's that stress. Let's remember that. So stress has superseded what? High blood pressure. It has succeeded diabetes. It has succeeded excuse me, just the hypertension, the high blood pressure, and diabetes, heart health. Stress has overtaken it. So, with all of this being said today, and to the listening audience, do what you need to do to stay fit and live well. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, as Les Brown would say. And so, next coming up, listen,
All
next
right,
coming
all
up
right, all
is
right.
our
Thank you so very
24-minute
much.
routine.
Yes, babes.
Is it my
Yes,
time?
yes, yes.
Okay,
So
so
again,
we we did preface this by saying that this was an hour show. And because I also indicated I'm a Toastmaster, and I know I'm supposed to have a few minutes, but I'm just going to share something really quick with you guys. You know that I am an author. I don't know if you can see this book, but this particular one is called Maneuvering Through Life's Challenges, Choices, and Changes. And what I elected to do at the back of the book, I have quotes that are attached to each month. So the month of February, the quote says, you can pull off anything if you have the right attitude. Being cool is whatever you think it is. Own your style by Freya Beha Erickson. Today, that means be you. You know, the buzzword we hear today is authentic. Your authentic self. Don't try to be anything else. I used to tell my soldiers, don't try to be something that you're not because it will take so much energy out of you. And then one day you're going to forget that facade. So, the words of wisdom, your takeaway besides heart health and how to enhance your quality of life, be you. Do not try to be someone else. And that's your minute with Jen.
Yes, beautiful, sis.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Woo!
Beautiful.
Be you. Do not try to
Yes,
be someone else
be you.
because it's going to take you
Absolutely.
longer time, than ever. All right. So thank you so very much, ladies. It has been an amazing time with you on the show. But before we, get to rounding down, I want to appreciate some folks that has been with us from the
Yeah.
beginning of the show. Wow, we have so many people that's been here. All right, we have Lotus Reacher. Lotus
Hey,
say, what a
come
wonderful
on through,
show.
Dr.
Yes,
Lotus.
yes, yes. Thank you, Lotus.
Yes.
We also
And I
have
see Anne
Phyllis.
McGowan.
Who do we have?
She's and
Okay.
so many people from my tribe. I'm looking at their names and comments, and I want
All
to thank
right.
all of you guys for being here
Okay.
and sharing this moment with us.
I second
Okay.
that.
Okay, so who we have in the show? We have Tanya Robinson.
Mhm. Tanya,
Did you hear?
yes,
Did you
yes.
hear?
Marie,
Also have Marie Conte. Thank you so
Norma
very much
Johnson,
for joining us, Marie. And
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Norma
and good
Johnson.
for you.
a lot of guys here.
Thank you, Ann, for drinking the water. Drink
Mhm.
the water, Ann.
Yeah.
Yes, she drank that
Cheers
water.
to that.
And Norma is watching from
Listen,
All right. Well,
YouTube.
cheers to
thank
Thank
you
you,
water,
so
baby.
ladies.
very much, for
Thank
for
you.
chiming in. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate your time with us on the show. So, I just want us to, because we are already pressed for time, I want us to take it down to asking our guests, to people that are watching, to our viewers, with a certain with any type of heart condition. I don't know, there are different type of heart disease out there. What would be your advice now to Lisa? Now, what would be your advice to them,
For
Lisa?
people with a heart condition. Okay, so something that we
Yes.
don't think about as we navigate our life is the impact that our health has on those that love us. So anybody that has a heart condition, please, you have loved ones that don't want to lose you. So when it's hard and you're looking at the diet and you're looking at the medication and you're looking at the things you need to do to come up out of there, remember, let me highlight this. One person, one beautiful soul amongst us dies every 34 seconds of heart disease. Don't let your family have to be without you. Take care of you.
Thank you. Good point. Good point.
I
Thank you.
love that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Phyllis, over to you.
Okay, for me, I want to say, look at your
Phyllis.
family. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Your family history. If you have a family history of having heart disease and or diabetes, make sure that you get your checkups done. You get all of the tests that you need, because one thing I wanted to say, that research is showing that there is a high link between diabetes and heart disease. And for people who have diabetes, heart disease and strokes the leading cause of death. And so if you're having any kind of symptoms, or even if it doesn't seem like it's a symptom, make sure that you get it checked, because you just never know if just that 1 or 2 seconds could make a difference in you being here and not. So just make sure that you are aware of your body. You know how your body speaks to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
This has
you need to
been
check.
a wonderful, wonderful show.
But before all right, Cheryl, Jennifer, sorry. Before they go, let's find out how can people connect with Lisa and
Ooh,
with Phyllis. Lisa, how can people connect with you?
Facebook. Yeah. Lisa Ellison
Okay.
Griffin on Facebook. I respond. I promise.
Okay, and you can connect
All right,
with me.
Phyllis.
Okay, and you can connect with me on pretty much all of the social media. If you look for Phyllis and Weaver or Phyllis, or look at Discover Ultimate Health, go to Discover Ultimate Health on Instagram or LinkedIn. And my business is Discover Ultimate Health. So you can go to discoverultimatehealth.com, or you can text me at 1-888-585-2851.
Yeah, do it right.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. So I'll allow Jennifer, to close us out. Before she
I
does
get
that, Sherelle,
close.
they
I
have
get
something to say. Final
Go,
words.
Jen.
I do. I had so much fun. And I would like to just let everyone know that I am so appreciative to Miss Shirley Murphy for asking me to join her in this endeavor. And I am hoping to bring on many, many women with their story to share their expertise with our audience, because there's many of us out there. I never thought I was one until people started telling me, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for what you do. You inspire me." And all I'm doing is disrupting aging from my perspective. And I want everybody to get on that bandwagon with us. We thank you guys for coming. Am I right,
So
Cheryl?
glad to
And
be
Cheryl with my
here.
2 S's? SJS. Okay,
That's
so
good. Okay. That is so good. Thank you so much. My host, I always call her Dr. Shirley Murphy, and my co-host, beautiful Jen McNeil, and our wonderful guests that come in today. Thank you all so much for taking
yes,
out the time to join
yes,
us. But I just want to give
yes,
the audience and caregivers just some words of wisdom.
yes,
We know that
yes.
caregivers go through more than they will ever talk about, right?
Mm-hmm,
They give up so much,
mm-hmm,
and they rarely have a social life. Think about it. They
mm-hmm,
take care of others that they don't even have a social life in some cases,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm,
get sick and emotionally worn out. It's
mm-hmm.
a lot for one person, and you will never know until you
That's
have
right.
walked the
In their
road of a
shoes.
caregiver. So never underestimate what a
That's right.
caregiver is going through. Call
That's
and
right.
check on them. That's my words of wisdom for
Mm-hmm,
today for
mm-hmm.
caregivers here and in the
Oh
audience.
God. That's
Everyone do
right.
this. Stay
That's right.
fit and live
Yep.
well.
And
Live
live
to eat,
well. That's
not
right.
live to live, eat to live, and not live to eat.
That's
Those are
right.
my words of encouragement, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you all for joining
Well,
us.
hey, look, we hope to see everybody next Thursday, right? Next Thursday
Yes,
at 12.
Absolutely.
next
Stay
Thursday,
fit and
12
stay
noon.
well.
Set your calendars accordingly. Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We
All right.
love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Love this.
All right.
Thank
Are you
Thank
you.
looking
you.
for a way to improve your lifestyle and find balance in your life? If so, then you need to check out the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show. This educational package will help you learn how to live a healthy lifestyle and make the most of your life. We cover a wide range of topics on the show, including fitness, nutrition, mental health, and more. You can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday at 6 p.m. WAT, 12 p.m. EST. So if you're looking for a way to improve your life and get healthy, be sure to tune in to the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show.